So hello guys, and welcome to another video. And out of nowhere, Nintendo dropped a Nintendo Music app. This is really interesting because for quite a while, many people, myself included, wanted Nintendo to officially release the music from their games elsewhere, like either on Spotify or like Apple Music or like anywhere else. So it's great finally seeing like a way for Nintendo to release music from various games. So yeah, this does require a Nintendo Switch Online subscription, which I thought that would likely be the case. That's what most people were kind of expecting for some kind of standalone app as well. But let's go ahead and take a look at this here. So I'm gonna sign in. So now I'm logged in. I did test it out a little bit before, and I have to record this again since for some reason my phone is deleting the screen recordings I've been doing, but I want to look through some of the features quickly on here and kind of go through some of the interesting aspects of this app. Like, it gives you some recommendations for like Nintendo Music Selects, top tracks, the Mario series, which is pretty cool. And there's also like playlists for specific characters, which is really cool. A lot of like Scarlet and Violet characters, which is pretty funny, but of course you have like the regular Mario characters, Kirby, Zelda. I like how Cappy is on here. Like, this is like the most acknowledgement he's gotten in the past 7 years, which I think is pretty funny. But another thing that is really cool is the fact that you can actually extend music as well. Like, if we go on to like, let's see here, let's find something that I kind of like. We'll do Yoshi's Island. We could look. This music won't play in the video since I'm screen recording, but if we go onto like the boss here, you can extend up to an hour, which is really cool. I really like that feature because that's something that a lot of YouTube music channels have done for, well, ones uploading Nintendo music. They've done that, so I think that's really cool that that's a feature here. I feel like Nintendo might have actually saw that feature and decided to add it because of that. But as we could see here, like in the music player, it's kind of like a standard like music player, like as you'd expect, like on like Spotify or Apple Music. It has all the features that you'd expect, like shuffle, like loop, and you can add to like a playlist, queue as next, queue for later, download it to listen to it offline. So I'm glad they have all of those features there, much better than like the in-game music players that Nintendo was expecting us to use before. But yeah, there's also some like other cute little playlists that Nintendo put together here, like match your mood, set the scene, like there's boss battles here. And of course, like the one that I'm listening to here, like the one that goes pretty hard from Yoshi's Island. But we could also go into search here to see the games. I think when it says my games, I think that's the games that I actually have history logged into on the Nintendo Switch, because some of these are on NSO and I have played these before. Scarlet and Violet I did play before I sold it. You probably that probably suggests how I feel about that game, but yeah, we could see here the selection here isn't good. It's not really that big here. I think that is kind of disappointing. I wish they would have added at least like 50 to 100 games here at launch. Like, for a music streaming service, there really has to be a decent amount of music here. So that's why it's kind of disappointing. I hope they update it weekly and kind of do something where they add like a dozen songs each week. I feel like that kind of makes sense. I'm not sure if Nintendo is going to pace it that quickly, but I really hope they don't do it monthly. That would be way too slow. Especially if it's only like 5 games at a time. That would be absolutely ridiculous. But we can see they have been adding like songs from their older games as well, some of which aren't available on the Switch, which is really cool. Like Tomodachi Collection, that is a really cool deep cut here, since that's a Japanese exclusive game, and that is pretty interesting. Like, that's like the one DS game that, well, a precursor to Tomodachi Life. Maybe we'll get Tomodachi Life in the future. Maybe a sequel to that game sometime, since they're adding this and everything. But, it was the one game on the DS to use Mii's. I think there were a couple other really obscure ones to use Mii's, but I think that's pretty cool that they acknowledged it here. And this does confirm that they are doing Japanese exclusive games. So we could see Mother 3 on here in the future, even if it never releases in the West. Nintendogs is also here as well. Come on, where's New Super Mario Bros? I really want to have that soundtrack on here. But Mario Galaxy, I mean, that's a pretty obvious inclusion for like a day one album to be on here, so that makes a lot of sense. The Wii channels, that is really cool as well. So it's basically like the Wii's OS music on here, kind of condensed into a soundtrack. So that is really cool. I hope they do that for other consoles too, like the DSi, 3DS, Wii U, not the Switch, because the Switch doesn't have any music, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to look back at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because I think it's pretty cool that they do have the Booster Course Pass music here. I think we have to scroll down to get to it. But yeah, they do. That is really cool. So I'm glad that they have that there. Interestingly, they have Kirby Star Allies in Not Forgotten Land. But Star Allies does have like quite a lot of music, and it does have like a lot of callbacks to the other games in the series. So I could see why they added that one first, but it is a bit odd. And I've noticed also that all the games that were on Alarmo are on here so far. So I'm wondering if there's some kind of connection here. But yeah, I really hope they improve this like selection pretty soon. But I also wanted to look at some options here as well. I think it has like this spoiler thing somewhere. I wanted to, yeah, here it is. Spoiler prevention. So you can like add certain games on here that you don't want to be spoiled for, which is really cool. Yeah, it like hides track info and different things. Okay, it hides track info, but I'm not sure. Okay, I don't think it would play the song either. It's just so if you're like scrolling through like the album or something, you won't see like the spoilery names for the tracks and things. That is a really good feature to have. Data management. Okay, I think that's for like the downloaded music, and the other is just like the base kind of storage or base data for the app. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think this is a pretty cool app so far. I feel like it definitely needs some improvement. There definitely needs to be a lot more songs added, because it really just feels like a beta test at the moment. There are like barely any games here. But I really hope they improve that aspect. But once they add more music on here, I feel like it will be significantly improved. I just really hope they add the Thousand Year Door remake in Brothership sometime soon. Brothership, obviously, when that game releases, so next week? Hopefully next week. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Twitter if you want to. Goodbye.